Today I am excited to talk about the very new product SHV650 Direct Power Servo. The SHV650 is one of our newest servos that just came out, and this one is actually going to be a replacement for the SHV500 V3. It actually makes more power than the V3 does, but it is more efficient as its power use, and it is slightly smaller. So the V3, so that we would have extra beefy, super beefy pins, we had to oversize the case by about 1 millimeter, and it's probably going to be really hard to see on the overhead, but it is the 650 slightly, just about 1 millimeter less wide and about 1 millimeter, about 1 millimeter shorter in this way, and it's about 1 millimeter shorter in that way. So what we ended up doing was changing our pin sizes. Instead of having the 2 millimeter main pin and the 2 millimeter side pin, we ended up dropping down that side pin to 1.8 millimeter, which is still plenty strong, and that allowed us to actually make the case just a little bit smaller because of our gear set. Our gear set could change there. What else is new about this one besides being more powerful and more efficient and slightly smaller is that we have gone from the 2-wire design, as you can see on this V3 here, to a 1-wire design. We originally came up with the 2-wire design when the direct power servos were brought to the market by us because that seemed like the most sensible way to go. But it is kind of a pain to route the wires, and it is a little bit heavier, and it also makes it really hard to seal the cases. And we ended up going to a circle seal on the side of the case there, but that actually causes other problems with installation. So what we have gone back to is this single wire. But how do you do direct power? And this is actually a pretty wide voltage range. We can go all the way down to 6 volts, and you can use your regular old radio plug here and put it directly into your radio. So that is actually nice, much cleaner on the wiring. And this one should still produce about 500 ounce inches on a 6 volt from your radio input. On 2-cell LiPo, 8.4 volts, about a little under 600 ounce inches. On 3-cell LiPo, you get about 875 ounce inches and over 1,000 ounce inches using 4S LiPo on this one. And this one is still a blisteringly fast servo. So really wide voltage range. But let's say you do want to use the direct power, 2S to 4S LiPo. Now what we have included is this little bypass adapter. You plug into it. This plugs into your radio, and then your JST plug powers just as it has before directly from your battery. And that cleans up the wiring a whole lot. It also gives you the flexibility of, hey, I don't have a direct power port yet. I don't have a JST yet on my rig. How am I going to play with this in the meantime? Well, you can just plug this right into your radio and it will work. It actually goes down to 5.5 volts, but 6 volts is really where it starts to wake up just a little bit. So there you go. That is the 650. It also has a nice attractive price point. You can check out holmeshobbies.com to see exactly where it tracks to get more specs on it, the weight and all that kind of good stuff on there. But very excited on that. The V3 was definitely a great design, but this one is going to be our new one going forwards for you power hungry crawlers out there. If you do have any questions, leave them down below and I'll do my best to get to them. As always, thanks for tuning in and have a good day.